I continue to be extremely excited about our guys. We've got to figure out, you know, I think as a staff we've been doing a better job on trying, you know, to create better leadership. I've been talking about lack of leadership all year, and I didn't think we as a staff did as good a job as we needed to in the early months of the season. I think we've done a better job as of late, and I think our players are starting to respond to that a little bit better. But we, you know, I tell you what I told the team yesterday, I've never been on a bench where you are in total control of a game and for 30 minutes and then play the last 10 as if there are 5 guys from the local rec center that just met and went into scrimmage against an organized team. I've never been on a bench where that took place, and you know, and that continues to be our problem when I refer to leadership. We're great around each other, real good guys. They do everything they're asked to do, but when things get real difficult, we've yet to have a guy that's the voice that's willing to stand up and embrace and take ownership for that moment. And then, you know, we'll keep fighting till we're, you know, till somebody's willing to raise their hand and take ownership of that moment, so we can overcome these hard games that we're involved in that we can't close out.
Does that go back to what you said after the game about players having the courage to take a shot in a tight situation?
Yeah, you know, Phil, it's one of the greatest quotes that, you know, as a human being you look at. You know, was Michael Jordan was, I don't remember the numbers, but the one he says, I have succeeded X number of times, that's because I failed X number of times. You know, that's powerful. That means you're willing to embrace that responsibility. I shared a story with our players yesterday. You know, my second year at Kansas State, Jacob Pullen, we played at Oregon, you know, was 2 for 19 with 9 turnovers from the field. And we're down 2 with 30 seconds to play, and I called timeout, and I ran a play for Denny Clemente, who was our other guard. I still to this day don't know if Jacob was mad because I didn't run the play for him, but he didn't pass Denny the ball. So I had to take another timeout. And I was furious, because Denny came off the screen where he was supposed to. We executed open, and Jacob didn't pass him the ball. And I was furious, and we ended up losing. And in the moment, I wanted to ship Jacob home and not even let him ride the bus with us or the plane with us to get home. But once I disengaged from the winning and losing part, the emotion that you have right after the game, I sat back and I said, you know what, I think he's going to be okay. Because with a stat line like he had up to that moment, and yet be willing to take that 20th shot, or at least have the ball in his hands to go make that play, that showed that he had the courage for the moment, that he wasn't going to run away from it. No surprise, he ends up becoming the leading scorer in the history of the school, and we won a bunch of games because he wasn't scared of the moment. And I'm not saying we got guys that are scared of the moment. We got guys that are willing to raise their hands and stand up in that moment. You know, we were doing that when things were going our way early in the year. We had different guys. Things have gotten kind of, which is what happens. The season's long, and conference plays hard, and teams know what you're going to do. And the more games you play, the better they know you. I told our guys that game was kind of our team, our season in the microcosm. That's almost verbatim what I told the team. And you know, we're good enough to fight you. We're good enough to build a lead, but we're searching for that personality that you got to have, for that leadership that you got to have to finish the thing.